How are you allowed? You alien from space! Hey everybody, Steve Dangle here, and welcome to another edition of Steve's Hat Picks, where we take a look at the best from around the NHL over the past week. We start with a player, and it's always fun seeing what people are saying about him, because he does have a reputation for being streaky, and his last season was anything but fun, just 21 points in 45 games. In this season, I've seen a few people go, hey, whatever happened to Patrick Laine? Well, he was hurt. When he's in the lineup, whoop! In 38 games this season, he has 42 points, 22 of which are goals, and one of them was this.
Blue Jackets will spin this one around. Once again, it's Laine. Laine makes the move, takes the shot, and scores!
Silky mitts. Watch this play. He comes through, great setup. He comes in, he's got 3 defenders on him, and they almost collide as he toe drags that between his legs. That's just a skilled play. Not much you can say about that. You know, as a defender, you want to take his body, but there were 3 of them there. They thought they had plenty of bodies back, and Laine's known as a goal scorer, and you can see Severson's trying to put the body on him, but that's just a...
That was mean. You didn't have to. Today I learned Damon Severson has never played NHL online. Like here, I typically play D, NHL online. You want my advice? Stop throwing hits! Oh, in 3's Eliminator, you do whatever you want. Throw more hits, actually. But in 6's? Stop it! Sure, they're fun when they land, but odds are there's a better option available. And oh, does Laine cross this young man up. By the way, I did not know this. Patrick Laine is listed at 6'5", 216. I knew he was big, but that's so dumb. Dudes that big are not supposed to be able to do that, and he does. There he is. He just did it. That's a hat pick. For our next hat pick, a duo of hat tricks. Elliot Friedman and Jeff Merrick gave him his shine on 32 Thoughts this past week. Holy cow, Jason Robertson has arrived for the Dallas Stars. Here's his first career hat trick that included this dangle on Connor Hellebuyck.
Joe Pavelski set up from the slot, and how good he's been.
That's twice the Stars have been able to attack offensively from in behind the icing line. Look for more of that.
There's Suter. Got one through to Robertson. Nice moves. He tucks it in and scores. What a goal. Jason Robertson outweighted and undressed Hellebuyck, and the Stars take a 1-0 lead.
Residue for Hellebuyck after this one. How he got so wide open. It was a bit of a tip broken play, and basically from 5 feet in, one way, the other way, to the backhand, to the forehand, completely lobotomizes Connor Hellebuyck and opens the scoring in Winnipeg.
Down go the Jets, and the Stars the other way, waiting for help. Here's Harley. Robertson, he scores!
Stars had really nothing going on. They're still recovering from all the penalty killing time, and then Ehlers wipes out. Great patience by the kid Harley, who just waits. Just a swift little saucer pass over the stick blade of Dillon, and the kid's a killer in tight.
Scheifele the other direction. Down the right side. Pionk one-timer and a save by Holtby. A race for the puck at center. Robertson, a breakaway for the hat trick in overtime. He scores! What a night! What an exclamation point! A hat trick, overtime, game winner. Robertson the hero, and the Stars skid off with the win.
Timer off the blocker of Holtby, who was nothing short of mammoth tonight, and then chugging down, extra energy, all that he had left in the bag. Settles the puck, looks up, finds his mark over the pad, under the blocker. Second OT GWG against the Jets. That kid...
In a building filled with at least 15,000 people, I've never heard a silence that loud. Everyone in the stands, they didn't make a peep, and it's not because they didn't see, it's because they saw. Even Jason Robertson standing there like, holy moly, I can't believe I did that. You did? And you got a hat trick, and the next game, you did it again!
Klingberg right side, got it across for Sagan off the skate in front and trickles wide of the net.
I think Merrill got a stick on Robertson as well.
Klingberg again for Suter. Klingberg over to Ben. 25 left on the power play for Dallas. Klingberg shot straight on. The rebound, they score! It came free for Jason Robertson. 2 power play goals for Dallas. They lead it 2-1.
Replays in Buffalo. And here, the goaltender, MacKinnon, has it after the shot gets taken right into the chest area. And you can see the save made, and then he thinks he's got it. But it squirts back to his left. Robertson peels off. I think he was looking for a pass from Jamie Benn to begin this sequence, and then he sticks with it. I mean, the guy's like Velcro. He's just not going to go away. And there's a stick of Merrill, just not strong enough, and a goal scorer's got that firm hand on his stick.
Zuccarello had his stick snap on him as he collected that puck off the boards. He's able to get a new one from the bench and immediately steals the puck, but it popped off his stick, and Hintz leaves it. Robertson shoots and scores! Jason Robertson had a hat trick on Friday. He has 2 already today.
But you see from the defensive zone, Ryan Suter gets it up through the neutral zone. Kind of a broken down play, but then a drop pass by Hintz. And Hintz does a great job of backing off Brodin. Watch number 24 just kind of backs off the defenseman, causes a bit of a screen, and MacKinnon here isn't able to squeeze it through the right side of his body, and he is done for the afternoon. And here comes Cam Talbot, and boy, the Minnesota Wild have been giving up a ton of goals.
Here's Hintz towards the empty net. It's blocked still there. Came around for Pavelski. Hintz down low. This one squirts to the front. Goligoski keeps it away from Robertson. 36 seconds remaining.
Well, this
Turned over in front, and he's got it! Back-to-back hats for Jason Robertson. He had 3 on Friday night in Winnipeg, and he's got 3 again today here in Minnesota.
Fun little piece of trivia, thank you to producer Drew for this. Jason Robertson becomes the first player to get hat tricks in back-to-back games since Alexander Ovechkin in January 2020. Remember January 2020? Here, I'll just give you a minute. Well, that was a fun minute. He's 22 with 54 points in 47 games, 29 of which are goals. Oh yeah, he's a problem. That's a hat pick. It's amazing what a couple hot games will do. It's like, oh yeah, he'll probably hit 30, and now, oh no, he's gonna crush 40. For our next hat pick, the saying goes, you show me a good coach and I'll show you a good goalie. And then there's the curious case of the Montreal Canadiens. They took Martin St. Louis, whose coaching resume including coaching teenagers, and said, here is the worst goaltending situation in the entire league. And the saying, you show me a good coach and I'll show you a good goalie, is meant to basically say coaches are propped up by goalies. But the Montreal Canadiens are currently running through the league with a tandem of Sam Montembeault, who, no disrespect, but he had a tough run there, and Andrew Hammond, who, by the way, was recently injured because just no one's allowed to play for Montreal this year. Martin is going to have to put on the pads at some point. Anyway, that long intro to get to this save that probably wouldn't have counted if it went in, but I don't care. Sam Montembeault robbing the tandem of Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl.
Darnell Nurse activates, 5 seconds to go. He's got to pull the trigger. It's pumped to the corner. Hyman in front. What a save off the ball. And Draisaitl denied at the doorstep at the horn. In the dying seconds, and I mean right to the buzzer, Draisaitl has a great chance, and a diving glove hand save takes it away. 6 on 16 back on January 20. He says, not tonight, boys. I'm in a little better shape and ready for this one. What a save. Sam Montembeault challenging for save of the year. Full stretch, taking one away.
Okay, question for the comment section. Can a save of the year candidate be a save of the year candidate if you can hear the sound of time expiring before he makes the save? I'm going to throw it out that, yeah, you can. Because what is a game? It is athletes trying to out-athlete each other with their bodies and minds. Both Montembeault and Draisaitl's mind and body did not know the time had expired, so they were competing. And in this instance, Montembeault won. So, is this allowed to be in the conversation, yes or no? Leave a comment in the comment box down below. But I tell you what conversation it is in. Hat picks. That's a hat pick. For our next hat pick, another goalie. A goalie who we featured many times, as a matter of fact. Andrei Vasilevskiy. In this league, he is one of the most decorated goalies, one of the tallest goalies, one of the heaviest goalies, one of the goalies with biggest equipment, and apparently the most flexible, because it's just not fair. It's simply not fair. I've been beating this drum for over a year now. He's gonna be in the Hall of Fame. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame. Typically, when you're talking about a player in his 20s going into the Hall of Fame, they got to be an all-timer. Like, we were having this conversation for Sidney Crosby, Alex Ovechkin, and not many other guys. Andrei Vasilevskiy's going in the Hall of Fame. Like, easy. Slam dunk. And at the Hall of Fame ceremony, they're going to be showing saves like this.
Here's the veteran Corey Perry. He's been into the fight. Now he turns it over. Here's Hagel. Center Doc. Oh, and the shot might have been blocked. I'm not sure whether Vasilevskiy got a piece or not. But Kirby Doc off a turnover set up beautifully by Hagel.
Doc can't believe that he missed that one, and we'll have to look at the replay to see, Pat, if he did in fact get a piece of that. But what a beautiful opportunity, point blank, for the Hawks. Great job recovering the puck at the blue line.
Oh, the shaft of the stick. Oh, my.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive, right? You know what's going to be hilarious is when at his Hall of Fame ceremony, they show a highlight from the same game. Here's another one.
It was cleared to center. DeBrincat trying to fight through Ruda. He did. DeBrincat driving. Trying to center. Open net. Oh, what a save by Vasilevskiy. Patrick Kane looking skyward. How did that not go in? Vasilevskiy. I think we better call him Gumby on this one. I don't know how he got from side to side on this backdoor play. The cat to Kane. Look out. It should be a goal.
Oh, my goodness.
How are you allowed? You alien from space. Andre, like, can we get him a free one? Can he afford it? That is a pair of hat picks. Can we get him two? Can we send him two? Vasilevskiy, you're ridiculous. That's... why bother shooting? Like, Hall of Fame, baby. Speaking of dudes we're having a Hall of Fame discussion for in their 20s, we're probably not there yet with Cale Makar, but, I'll just watch.
Kadri from the corner to Landeskog. Zadorov all over him. Here's a breakaway opportunity. Kachuk, he's got Gaudreau with him. Gaudreau has to wait it out. The Flames still looking, but unable to get a shot on net. Colorado Avalanche back the other way. Here's a shot and a goal from Nathan MacKinnon, who ties this game at 3.
Makar, as Kachuk blocks the shot of Girard, and it's a 2-on-1 for Gaudreau, and look what he does. He goes down and takes away the pass, and then jumps up into the play and starts it, and a little give and go here, and MacKinnon finishes it off. And it's on his stick and off his stick in a hurry.
We're not even a full season into Makar signing that giant extension with the Avalanche, and it's pretty safe to say it's a discount. What's the number? What did he sign for? Oh, it's not double digits? Automatic win. Joe Sakic is paying him under the table in gold doubloons. How on earth? Not many players in this league can go end to end, but not many players in this league are Cale Makar. He owns both ends of the ice, but he owns one a little bit more than the other. Oh, what a weapon. That's a hat pick. There was a long period of time where the Selke Trophy, the nominees were like 4 or 5 guys for about a decade. I think for the next little while, that's what we're going to have with the Norris, and throw Cale Makar and Adam Fox into that conversation for the next decade. Now, he is human, though. Here Makar is getting robbed by Semyon Varlamov.
Makar feeds it Burakovsky. MacKinnon with a blast. Back in front. Varlamov reached back with the stick paddle. We just kind of glanced past this one because there's been so much going on, but what a stop by Varlamov.
Just down there is Makar, who's been all over the place. Pellick's going to get a stick there, and what a save, though, by Varlamov. He just somehow found a way to get that paddle in it. Never gave up on it. You could see him looking over his right.
The level of surprise on his face. Do you remember the episode of The Simpsons where Nelson realizes that Bart made him bleed his own blood? He can't believe Varlamov stopped him. He didn't know that people were allowed to stop him. What a save by Varlamov. That's a hat pick. For our next hat pick, this is where we just let producer Drew run in a field. Do whatever you want with this dude. Just try not to make it 20 minutes long. Here's Nick Schmaltz with 7 points in 1 game.
With Gostisbehere and Kessel. Phil 3 shy of 400. Gostisbehere has it. And a shot towards the net. Rebounding, scored! It's Nick Schmaltz! Picked up the junk in front and backhands one past Murray. It's 1-0. Into the corner, Keller after it. Now Keller to the front. Schmaltz a shot. Gostisbehere to the front. Oh, they put it home! It's Clayton Keller! For Keller. Trying to hook up with Schmaltz. That's poked to the corner by Murray.
Good defensive play there by White.
Here's a steal, a shot, and a goal! And guess who? The red-hot Nick Schmaltz!
I think that trip that you were referring to is really got to hurt.
Here's a chance, Keller! And he scores! Clayton Keller! Schmaltz will bring it out. Sends it rink wide all the way down here. Cutting to the front was Keller. Rebound, they score! And it's put home by Lawson Krause. Gets all the credit to Tyson, but it's Tyson Mayo's right up there in terms of the numbers with him. Schmaltz will bring it along. Now Schmaltz out high. Gostisbehere shoots. He scores! Deflects in. Shane Gostisbehere. Out of the zone and brought along. Here's Keller. Hits Mayo. Mayo right down. Mayo scores! Dyson Mayo! 8th spot for the Coyotes.
First of all, Coyotes' record for most points in a game. That's ridiculous. Second of all, I want you to leave a comment in the comment box. Do you have Nick Schmaltz on your fantasy team? And did you dress him that night? Because what I discovered in my mentions when I asked about this the other day, a lot of people have Schmaltz on their fantasy team. A lot of people left him on the bench. Having a dude hang 7 on a team and leaving him on the bench for it? I don't think I could emotionally recover. That's a hat pick. For our next hat pick, you know, like goalies, right? And how they look ridiculous. Like their pads are giant and like how their pads are like really heavy and enormous. Right, okay. Here's Elvis Merzlikins.
Airborne here. You can see Marchand, he goes down, and that must have been where Zach hurt his leg. You see, oh, and there too. You know, he kind of gets a jam here. Marchand is embracing for the hit, and that's where Zach gets hit low. And then he bangs that leg off the post. Ooh. But he's going to stay on the ice. Discomfort, yeah. How about Elvis getting airborne there? And he has some.
I'm half impressed with his really quick instincts to protect his teammate in that situation. And also half impressed that he's able to do that physically. That's ridiculous. You look at professional athletes in their one sport and you forget that they're good at other stuff. This is a perfect example of an athlete athleting. Elvis Merzlikins, I gotta say I'm impressed. That's a hat pick. For our second to last hat pick, it's penultimate, right? That's what that means, penultimate? I'm gonna pretend like it does. For our penultimate hat pick, Jeremy Swayman. I got a lot of tweets from you guys. Hey, you weren't wrong about this guy. No kidding, I wasn't wrong. Here he is again.
Marchessault with speed through the neutral zone. Took a hit. 7 in front.
Wow, what a save.
Whoa, what a save by Swayman.
Unbelievable.
Look at Swayman go across.
Wow. Yeah.
It's just not fair. Here's the Boston Bruins over the last few months, literally. They have a Hall of Fame goaltender. We're pretty sure he's gonna retire. We know he's gonna miss the beginning of the season, but he's also probably gonna come back. So the dudes they get to hold the fort while he's out are a big fish goalie free agent in Linus Ullmark and this kid named Swayman. Now, don't get me wrong. He looks real good. He played 10 games last year and had a .945 save percentage. But, I mean, 10 games. It's flash in the pan. Like, how are you supposed to know what a player is like after 10 games? Well, turns out he's pretty good. They send him down anyway because Tuukka Rask returns. Tuukka Rask retires, and now the Bruins goalie tandem is Linus Ullmark, who's pretty good, and this guy, who is unbelievable, 23, and fun fact, from Anchorage, Alaska. Did you know that when Jeremy Swayman was a kid, he was actually an extra in the film Mystery Alaska with Russell Crowe? No, you didn't know that fact, because I made it up just now. Even if it were true, I didn't know that. I just said it. From one Hall of Fame goalie to, who knows, Jeremy Swayman. That's a hat pick. And our final hat pick, last but not least, producer Drew puts in all caps, Tom Wilson goal!
And he insists on Johansson. Nice toe drag move, closing in, backhand, score! Dynamite work from Tom Wilson!
Down that wing like a freight train. Ovi will get the primary assist. And follow up by Wilson, what a deke around the defender and into the net. Schwartz was caught having to play D, He waltzes around him and slides it to his backhand. No chance for Drieger. It's the power of Ovi that takes away Lauzon. That allows Wilson to go one-on-one.
Thomas. It's such a Tom Wilson goal from start to finish. Like, I'd like to know when people are going to stop acting surprised when he does impressive offensive things. Yeah, he does those, man. He's played over 600 games. He's got over 100 goals. That was one of them. But if you watch the replay from the beginning, just the Gronk work in his own end, just to even get the zone exit, the no quit on the play, the little spin there by Ovi, and then he collects the puck and the dangles. A few years ago, the Vegas Golden Knights embarrassed the National Hockey League. This time around, the Seattle Kraken are getting an education. Mr. Wilson, sir. That's a hat pick. So, did we get them all? Let us know. If you see a hat pick throughout the week, tweet at myself, Steve_Dangle, or producer Drew. Drew, put a graphic. Put something cool. Yeah, one of those. Tweet at myself or producer Drew with the hashtag #hatpick, and then we will see the impressive play. Try to stick to NHL. Like, don't send your beer league. Like, be proud and stuff. I'm always proud. I'm proud when I can stay upright. But that doesn't mean I'm going to put it in hat picks. Dang, it's maybe. Anyway, that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. Vasilevskiy, Hall of Fame. I had trouble thinking we talked about a lot in this one.